Arsenal is topping all the transfer news today, and after being linked to players like Rafinha, Richardson, who else? Jesus, Gabriel, and today, a story has just come in today, and they've been linked to Jarrod Bowen of West Ham. You know, he had been a fantastic season at West Ham and was really one of the best players of the season, and the side which was by the names of West Ham. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Aradi. You can call me Rokani David. Onto this channel, smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go in the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit that notification bell. That will enable you not to miss out on any story that we upload in here on a daily. Remember, we even go live. Today, news just broke around midday that Jarrod Bowen, the English player who plays for Newcastle, who is 20 years of age, he was born on December 20th, 1996 in the United Kingdom. He's 1.75 meters tall. He puts on jersey number 20 at West Ham. He played 36 games in the Premier League and scored 12 goals, and 9 in the UEFA Europa League and scored 3 goals. And in the EFL Cup, he played 3 and scored 1. And it really summed up to be that he played close to 48 games and scored close to 15 goals, and he is one of those players that Mikel Arteta wants to bring in at Conley in there for you. And guess who brought the first tweet of this transfer? It's a man who goes by the names of Podcast TBG in there for you, and he said Arsenal have opened talks with Jarrod Bowen, his representative. And I said, oh, let me wait and see, because he looks to be not a very big journalist in there for you, because when you look, he's having 13.5 and says bringing you exclusive football content in a different way in there, and he is just a podcaster. And I said, let me wait and see. But later, a very clear source came out and said, indeed, Arsenal have opened talks for Jarrod Bowen and they want him at the side. And he continued to say that Arsenal have opened talks with Jarrod Bowen's representatives over a potential move. Bowen features on the club's list of the transfer targets, which includes Rafinha in there for you. So I will believe that very many players are being linked to Arsenal. I don't know whether you guys are also picking it like me. I will believe that most they're just using Arsenal in there for you, and the agent of Jarrod Bowen might be using Arsenal to really force West Ham to really go on and review Jarrod Bowen's contract and get him a new salary in there for you. Because when you look at Jarrod Bowen, his weekly salary, when you look at it, he earns £80,000. It's believed that he earns between £60,000 and £80,000 a week in there for you. And when you look at Jarrod Bowen, to me, I will believe that his ceiling is far much better than that of Declan Rice. And what might have caused this is West Ham putting a contract in front of Declan Rice and his agent of £200,000 a week. That's what West Ham want to give a man who goes by names of Declan Rice. And this means that if at all a central defensive midfielder is considered by the club that he is at that wage, then a player who goes in and scores those goals and had a fantastic season like Jarrod Bowen needs more. And I will believe that they are pushing for a move either way, because I will believe that if at all they are to sell Jarrod Bowen, they'll call for 100 million quid, of which I don't believe Arsenal has. Arsenal doesn't have 100 million quid. They don't have it. It's like 90% of their budget, because their budget is like 150 million pounds. So when you look at Arsenal, they cannot go in for Jarrod Bowen. For Rafinha, I think it can happen, because Rafinha is at like 40 million pounds. That's the amount of money that is needed. And Jarrod Bowen, he's expensive, and you know what it means when you are buying an English player. An English player. Look at Odegaard. He came in at Arsenal at 30 million pounds. But to me, he was the best player of Arsenal and Ramsdale and Magalhaes. You get Ben White, who came in at 50 million pounds because he's an English player. He's no way in my top 5 Arsenal players of last season. So it comes out to be confirmed that English players are always overhyped, and they are really expensive. You get? You find yourself that you are paying more than what you would have paid. Look at Jack Grealish. Where in the world do you pay 100 million pounds for Jack Grealish? You get? 100 million pounds can go for players like, for me, for what it was James Maddison, and they're paying 100 million pounds for him, it's okay, because he's talented. But the talent of Jack Grealish has a lot of question marks, according to me. And Jarrod Bowen, he's good, You get, he busts into space well. He has a sweet left foot. You get, he's a good finisher and he is a good forward. And he tracks back. His intensity is way up there. And if at all Arsenal get him, although I don't believe this is going to happen, I'm just insinuating that if at all Arsenal get him, it will be a very good bargain. It will be a very good bargain. But if at all you put for me Rafinha and Jarrod Bowen here, I 100% go with Rafinha. Because the English players always have a ceiling that they cannot really go beyond. Look at Marcus Rashford. He really had 3 good consecutive seasons and then he fell off from nowhere. Look at the likes of Harry Maguire. You get, the only consistent English player I've seen is Harry Kane, because for the previous 6-7 seasons he has managed to really raise up to the occasion and score close to 20 goals plus a season. You get, which other player? Trent is consistent. I think Ramsdale is going to be a very good player. And let's wait and see whether Jarrod Bowen will come out on the shape, but I don't believe that he's really going to do something very exquisite that is out of this world, because his left foot is not like that of Rafinha. Rafinha has a sweet left foot, and I don't know why Arsenal are chasing him for Jarrod Bowen when they have a player who goes by the names of Bukayo Saka, because Bukayo Saka has proven that he can really do more than what Jarrod Bowen does. Because if a player scores close to 13 goals at a side which goes by the names of Arsenal, Arsenal has more pressure than a side which goes by the names of West Ham. West Ham is a team that doesn't really has a lot of pressure, but at Arsenal, single-handedly, Bukayo Saka went ahead to score 11 goals in 38 games. At Arsenal, those are very many goals for a man who goes by the names of Bukayo Saka, and the entire season he scored 14. You get? So if at all he scored all those goals, Bukayo Saka, to me, I will believe that when you bring in a Jarrod Bowen, it's like you are really not improving the team in places where you're lacking quality, because you already have quality in there. Marquinhos has already come in through at the side which goes by names of Arsenal. Then why look at Jarrod Bowen, who is expensive? Because Jarrod Bowen, West Ham will call for 100 million quid. Trust me, they will. You see Declan Rice, who is not like a De Jong. Let me give you a very good comparison. De Jong, who is 100%, who has 100 times better than Declan Rice, is at 85 million pounds. And Declan Rice is at close to 100 million pounds. And where in the world will you get a player, a central defensive midfielder at 100 million pounds? It's nowhere written. Look at Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni has gone to Real Madrid at 100 million euros. That is 85 million pounds. You get? So Tchouaméni is better than Declan Rice. But English players are overvalued at some times. The price they put on them is unrealistic. So if at all Arsenal are going in for Jarrod Bowen, it's okay in there for you. Talks have begun, but this is like a third tier source. We are waiting to see people like Fabrizio Romano, who came on and say that Arsenal's priorities are Gabriel Jesus and Tielemans. Those are the 2 players that Mikel Arteta has told the board to bring. But the likes of Rafinha coming in through, Zinchenko are coming in through, Jarrod Bowen now is in the news, and very many others are in the news. The Yefis Besumas. So we are waiting to see what Arsenal is really going to do in that period of time. I go by the names of Rokani David. Feel free to go in the comment section. Tell me what you think about Jarrod Bowen being linked aside, which goes by names of Arsenal in there for you. And let me know what you think. Do you think this is a real or a genuine interest? Or it's the agent of Jarrod Bowen trying to push for a move to see to it that his salary is increased from £80,000 a week to like 150 or 160 pounds a week. I sign out for now. See you later. May the Almighty God protect you. See you later. Our live stream is going to be scheduled later, and this is our channel, Rokani Media Football Arsenal Transfer News. We out.